Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Coffee, where in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Rosario Dawson talking about meeting George Lucas on set of The Mandalorian Season 2. That's today here on Star Wars Coffee. Greetings, Exalted Ones. Greetings to all you Jedi, Padawans, and younglings out there. This is Star Wars Coffee, keeping you up to date with all things Star Wars, especially the latest news and leaks from Star Wars, and of course, as always, giving you my analysis. Star Wars Coffee channel memberships are now live. Starting at just $1.99 a month, you can get exclusive commentary from me as we rewatch the Star Wars series together. I'd like to give a special shout out to Neon Victor, BSimms, Daniel, Richard, Reina, Michelle, and Meener. Does everybody remember when The Mandalorian Season 2 hadn't come out yet? There hadn't been any trailers or anything, but we got some leaked set photos, and one of them was of George Lucas on set holding the child. Well, if you remember that set photo, we all just learned something pretty awesome about that photo. Something that we didn't actually get to see in it, and that is that Rosario Dawson was just outside of the frame for that photo. She sat down with Vanity Fair's Anthony Bresnikan to talk about what it was like meeting George Lucas. Quote, George Lucas encounter. We heard a lot of stories about Werner Herzog being obsessed with a child when he was on show last season. I wondered, Rosario, what's it like to be around? I guess after this episode we can call him Grogu now. Maybe I should call him the artist formerly known as Baby Yoda. Rosario Dawson responded, it built it up for me, like what it was going to be when I get on set. And actually some of the guys who worked with Grogu were folks I had met before, because they worked on Men in Black 2 with Worm Guys. So it's like these people have been doing this for a really, really long time. And there's several different guys, and one controls the ears, and one controls the eyes, and the arms are moving. You're holding this adorable, unbelievably cute, tiny little creature, and it's blinking. It's looking at you, and its mouth is moving, and its ears are moving, and it's sort of the little hairs on its head. I mean, it's unbelievable. I completely was with Werner. I understood what he was going through on set. You also got to meet up with George Lucas on set. She responds, I actually got to be there on the day that there's that photo. Someone took a picture of George Lucas holding Baby Yoda. I'm still calling him Baby Yoda. Grogu. I was there that day. I was all dressed up. I was just off to the side of that photo, all done up as Ahsoka. And I remember it broke the internet when that picture came out. It was definitely just an amazing, amazing moment. And we were all beside ourselves. It was definitely very geek out. What was your experience with George? Rosario responds, I was definitely nerve-wracked. And it was great to be there with him, and Dave. I mean, it's a lot of pressure. But it was also really fun. Both of them were looking at me, you know what I mean. They were looking at their imaginations come to life. This is crazy. So she got to meet George Lucas dressed up as Ahsoka with Filoni on set of The Mandalorian Season 2 while they were shooting the episode where we find out about Grogu. That seems to be a fitting moment for the creator of Star Wars to be there on set. George Lucas, Favreau, and Filoni all on set shooting this episode while Ahsoka is there. That's crazy. So that's pretty awesome to see. So George Lucas, as I said and have said before, does have input on this show because of his relationship with Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni created Ahsoka along with George when they were doing the Clone Wars and the Clone Wars series. So it would only be fitting for George to be there at the time that this came to pass. Just like George was there early on in The Mandalorian Season 1, he was also there. So George still has a bit of an aura surrounding Star Wars, specifically with anything that Dave Filoni's involved in because of what Dave does and how Dave does things, very similar to the way George would think about things. He's the closest person at Disney that thinks the way George does when it comes to Star Wars. So it makes perfect sense that Rosario Dawson would be on set dressed as Ahsoka in the same episode that the child gets its name and George Lucas is there. Let me know what you guys think about Rosario Dawson being there when that shot was taken, and imagine if that frame had been a little wider and we had seen that too. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching. May God bless you and the Force be with you always. If you enjoyed this episode, and frankly, even if you didn't, don't forget to subscribe.
Do it!
And if you want to help spread the word, please give this video a thumbs up and tell your friends to subscribe. Please check out the official Star Wars Coffee merchandise, and don't forget to check out all of the content playlists on this channel, including The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian, and much more.